Hi there, Andre here from Peak Motorcycles. I'm here at Motorcycle Live at the National Exhibition Centre in Birmingham in the UK in 2023, and as you can see behind me is a very busy CCM stand. So what I'm going to try and do is show you the bikes that are on here. If you've seen my coverage from last year and the year before, they've got some really beautifully made, sort of semi-custom but not quite full custom motorcycles, made here in Bolton using a sort of an evolution of the old Husky 620, 630 engine. It's a 600cc single. What they do have this year is a few upgrades which have addressed some of the key problems with the old bikes. And in full disclosure, I have one. I love it. I've got a CCM Spitfire 6 that I bought a couple of years ago, and I can't ride it without grinning like a loon. Anyway, let me show you around the stand. So the first bike I'm going to show you is this premium tracker. So this is a few upgrades. So for example, it has these new Dimag wheels. This one still just has the single caliper at the front, still covered in carbon fibre. You know, coming up over the back, it's got that sort of single seat with a sort of swept up at the back. Yeah, it's got a single-sided exhaust that comes underneath, and you can see the engine there, clad in carbon fibre. And the thing that I wanted to show you, and it's not lit up on this bike, but it will be on one of the other ones, is one of the big problems I have with my bike is the dash. And in here they have this brand new TFT display. I did ask them if it was a retrofit option for older bikes, and unfortunately it isn't. But what I will do is I'll find a bike where the dash is lit up, and you can see just what a big difference that makes. So here we have the Infinite Tracker, and this one doesn't have the Dimag wheels. It's got these XL rims down there. It's quite nice gold rims. Again, got the single-sided exhaust with the dual silencers with the carbon fibre end caps. Coming up here, I can show you what's changed with the dash. So it used to be this sort of slightly old-fashioned, I think it was an Acewell dash. They have this rather nice-looking sort of LCD/TFT, white on black for most of it, still that row of warning lights, and then a sort of a multifunction display at the bottom, which is just a big improvement over the old bike. One other thing which I've noticed, which I don't have on mine, which I can show you in here, is they now have this carbon fibre cover for the air filter. So it is an exposed air filter. I do have the little sock on mine for getting me home in the rain. But yeah, just little features like that do make quite a big difference for the usability of the bike. Here we have the Heritage 71, which is the titanium framed version. It's a very similar bike otherwise, but it's got every extra on it. It's got the Öhlins forks. It's got the double Brembo brakes at the front. As you can see, it's got the old Acewell dash, and I think if you're paying that sort of money for a bike like this, for one of the limited editions, I think maybe you'd quite like to have the new dash that's on it. But still, coming down the side, showing you, so it's got those rather nice cast wheels, road 7 cast wheels. It's got the little Alan Clues signature in there on the back, and just a beautiful, beautiful framed motorcycle. And I think, you know, the standard ones are pretty light, 140 kilos or something, I think. Having the titanium frame shaves another 10 kilos off that. Here we have the Stealth Bobber. So this is very similar to mine. I have the Stealth 6, so it's got that sort of bronze anodized frame. It's got that two-tone paintwork with the gold on the black up and over the tank. This one again does have that nice new easy-to-see dash, which was definitely a shortcoming of the previous bike. Let's give you a walk round, just see some of the other features on it. If they all look kind of similar, it's because they kind of are. They just put a different subframe on, but this one does have the single seat, the same as the 6. So here we have the RAF 100 version of the Spitfire. So this has got a few extra bits and pieces. It's got the RAF paint job with the roundel in a heart. It's got that lovely rear pad and those lovely rear boxes. I'm not sure how practical those are in the rain, but still, it does look very cool. And to come up here, I think there's some of the money made from this went towards the RAF Benevolent Fund. This was the limited edition number, is that 34 of 100. Still has the old dash that's on there with that kill and fire switch, and it's got that big carbon fibre front mudguard with the number plate bracket. Not sure that's entirely legal in the UK, but with those XL rims and those white wall tyres, it really does look very cool indeed. Here we have a bike which is called the Premium Roadster, which to me, I think is the new name for what was the Spitfire 6, which is what I have, with those double exhausts, you know, one coming down either side, the one there and the one there. This one's got this rather nice leather seat and this metallic green fuel tank with the Monza fuel cap. See, it doesn't have the limited edition badge on anymore, so maybe the Roadster is something they're making on a more regular basis. And again, it's got that rather nice looking dash. I'm wondering if I can put the signals on. No, I thought maybe I could flick a switch and see some of that dash light up, but still, Yeah, it's quite a thing. So in here they have this personalised section where they just show you a lot of the options that you can get. In fact, just looking up here on the walls, they've got that Dimag rim, the XL rim, and then I think the cast wheels down there on the bottom. I think that's what's on the Heritage 71. And then up here on the back wall, they have various leather options for the seats: red, sort of a burnished brown, black, and then a lighter brown at the bottom. And a vast array of fuel tanks. I mean, it looks almost like the sort of stand you'd see on a helmet stand for all the different helmets. But yeah, pretty much any colour that's on here, including the Stealth paint job, which is what I have on my 6. And looking at that, they even have what looks like some custom frame colours. They only have a red one on here, but then the bike they have up here on the work lift has what appears to be, that looks to me like a 6, like mine, but this one is all black with a matte black frame, gloss black tank, black forks, well, black everything really, other than the engine casing itself. And then just around the back of the stand, where there don't seem to be many people, we have another 6, or a Roadster as I think they're now calling it, and this one has this pink and silver paint job. Yeah, and even the seat is like a sort of a black grey with pink stitching, little pink accents on the back there, and a black frame. Yeah, that looks certainly very different. And then the last couple of bikes before I finish on the stand, here we have a matte black and fluo yellow, which looks really, really striking. Yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, you're not going to go anywhere on that and not have people notice you, if that is what you want. Not that these bikes need a lot to have them noticed anyway. Just to give you another quick look how that looks, even with the, this was a CCM Commissioned badge on there, and the new dash. And last of all, we have a sparkly pink Union flag with matte gold. I mean, that really is something quite unique. So matte gold on there, so there's slightly sort of satin gold for the dash surround, and there's pink and black Union flag custom paint job, and a pink leather seat. Everything else on it is this sort of quite blinged up, sort of darker gold coloured foot pegs and anodized sprocket cover, gear shift, and yeah, just coming right down to the back, light silver coloured frame and a little gold mudguard at the back. So there you have it. That is my very quick look round the CCM stand here at Motorcycle Live 2023. As you can see, it's such a busy stand. There are people literally queued up to sit on every single one of the bikes on here and have their photos taken on them. I know it's not modern tech. I know that updating the dash is hardly a massive leap forward when you look at some of the TFT offerings and widescreen offerings on other bikes. But you know what, these bikes are there to be ridden. You know, they are not high tech. They are not high tech. They are very much bikes that just bring a smile to your face. I love riding mine around the Peak District, and I would definitely recommend them to anyone. That's it. I hope that's interesting and useful. If it is, please check out my other content from Motorcycle Live, and maybe I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.